Hey, look, listen. You got too many people in friendships and relationships who just want each other around. Listen here. You think I'm about to sit here and look at you while you're on your phone and you ask me to come over? You think I'm about to stay in relationships where I'm just looking at you be on your phone, but you ask me to come into the living room with you? For what? And to do what? You better get up out of here and go get your ass a cat. What's going on, people? What's going on? Ain't nothing wrong with you. Just remember you're special. Feeling hopeless and alone, just remember there's always God there to be there to help you. Put in effort, make mistakes. No one on this earth is perfect. Trials and tribulations both in life are guaranteed, but in the end it's all worth it. I'm hoping and I'm praying. This is something relatable and the words are beneficial when someone out there can understand what I'm saying. Mind, muscle, motivation. Let's stop playing. Share it with the nation. Y'all know what time it is. What they do though. It's mind, muscle, spirit, motivation. Look, I got a question. I got a question to be asked that I don't have an answer to. What happened? What happened to us as people with human connection, with talking to a person with intention, with paying attention, with communication? It's almost like we, and I'm guilty of this too. That's why I said we. I always say we. It's almost like we as people, we have become in love with our devices more than the person right next to us, more than the person sitting across from us, more than our parents, hell, even more than our children. And it's almost like we just want somebody there. So that's what we fall in love with, having them there. But the people themselves, I don't even know if we actually love the people. Listen, hold on. Stay with me, okay? I don't even know if we actually love the people in our life, the people in our lives. We just love that they're always there. We just love having somebody to come home to. We just love having somebody do stuff for us. We just love what we can get and gain from having somebody there, but actually being present, actually enjoying somebody's presence, asking how their day was, actually falling in love with people, actually loving our friends and loving our parents and being appreciative. I think it's all gone away. Tell me why. I've done it too, okay? But tell me why. I can be talking to any, this is probably why I don't have much people in my life. I'm not even going to lie to you. But tell me why when I'm around the people that are in my life, okay? Not all of them. And I'm not going to even say any names. But the people in my life, tell me why I can be with them in the whole time. You know what I'm saying? This is a device. This is the phone the whole time. The scrolling, maybe even typing, swiping. And the whole time I'm just, so what do? I get on my phone too. And I'm going to watch Finding Bigfoot. I'm going to watch. My point is, there's no human connection. So it just makes me question, what's love got to do with it? No, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously though, in all seriousness, it just makes me really question, what are we doing? Like I said in the beginning, don't want my presence there. Don't want me when it's convenient. Get a cat. Get an animal if you want somebody there. Get an animal if you aren't able to be alone with yourself. Get an animal. That's also a person. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I mean, it's mind-blowing to me how I can see people watch videos and be so amused, watch videos of people they will never know and never meet. Like I said, I do it too, but I'd rather make videos, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather have conversation. I'd rather talk about life. How are we going to grow together? So if you're wondering why you keep being left, if you keep wondering why you don't have many friends, question What are you doing to cause them to leave? It's what we got to do. It's what we got to do, okay? So if I offended anyone that's watching this or listening to this, I'm sorry. But we gotta grow. We gotta learn. We live to learn and we learn to live. So question, what is it that you're doing? What is the lack of what you need to do that you're not currently doing? We're not giving people enough to grasp to keep them in our life. Instead, we're grasping onto people that we never know and that we're never going to know. Instead, we're grasping onto our phones. Pause. A long pause. It's something that I have to bring up because I'm seeing it. I'm really seeing it. I'm seeing it in older people as well. I'm seeing it in our elders who love to talk about, the younger generation, my generation, how we're so glued to our phones, but they're starting to be glued to it too. Like, what's really going on? What's really happening in this day and age? Because I don't have an answer for it. That's why I said I have a question to be asked. And I'm laughing and I'm talking about it with the composure that I have because I just don't get it. I'm guilty of it too, but the fact that I acknowledge it, I know to stop doing it. And I've said it before, I've gotten rid of all my other social media but this because, on here, on YouTube, I'm making videos. I'm not necessarily watching that many videos. And maybe it's social media, or maybe if you're a person like myself who can be labeled as boring. Hell, I don't know. I just don't have an answer for it. I really don't. Hold on, y'all. I'm burning up right now. Hold on. It's like, I think it's unfortunate spending a lifetime with a person that you don't know because you don't ask. It's a shame that you're spending your quality time that you'll never get back with a person that's just there. Picture this. Literally, I want you to picture this, okay? Stay with me and picture two people living in the same household in the living room and they're both just on their phone. Or better yet, maybe you're in a relationship and this has happened to you. I'm gonna bring it up. Have you ever been in a relationship where your significant other, say you want to eat at the kitchen table, you ain't doing nothing, you ain't got nothing to hide, you just simply want to eat at the kitchen table, you eat better there. He or she asks, you're not gonna come to the room with us, you have a child, or maybe you don't, you're not gonna come to the room and eat? Or say that you're at the kitchen table, whatever reason, and your significant ask, can you come to the living room with me? Or are you going to come to the living room with me? And you actually go. And the whole time they're on their phone. What the hell do you want me there for? Why do you think they want you there? I'm not able to accept that being in a person's presence is something that can deeply fulfill someone, because it's not enough. Because if that's all it takes for you to spend a lifetime with somebody, you can get anybody. At the drop of a dime, you can get anybody. If that's all it takes, you can find somebody attractive, do all that puppy love stuff in the beginning, and then you're just going to be with one another. Literally, you're just going to be roommates. You're just going to be in each other's presence. I mean, let's really talk about it. It's no wonder why people have a falling out with one another. It's no wonder. The other person may want to really get to know you. The other person may really want to spend quality time with you. And you're doing all that on your phone with people, again, that you will never meet or never know, who don't give a damn about you, who's making money off of you because you're watching their videos. Hey, hold on, pause. Don't stop watching mine, okay? That might have bit me right in the rear end. Don't stop watching mine, okay? Because I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to figure this out with you. And hopefully you're watching this and it's on your own time, okay? But anyways, can you picture that? I mean, are you really envisioning that in your mind? Or are you reliving that? I think we've all been through it at one point or another. I know I have. Like I said, that's probably why I don't have much people in my life. Maybe, no, I'm not gonna put myself down. Forget y'all. Everybody that left, forget y'all. I'm doing better. Anyways, I think it's just crazy. It's crazy. And then when you actually do want to spend quality time with your significant other, or maybe even with your friend, you don't get along. You don't get along because deep down you really don't like them, and you sure as hell don't love them. It's Lord have mercy, it's a shame. It's just a shame. I don't know what happened. You know what? Let me stop saying that. I do know what happened. I do know. We have access. We have an abundant amount of access to other people. And that's why the people that we do have, we don't appreciate them until they're gone. Somebody can be doing everything for you and you don't even realize it. You don't even notice it. Why? Because you choose to be on your phone instead, or you choose to live a life to where you're constantly thinking about what you can have that's better. You're always seeing other people with this, with that, and what you do have, you don't appreciate until it's gone. Why, people? I mean, I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. Why? Why do we have to appreciate somebody when they're no longer with us? Why do we have to appreciate somebody when we see them with somebody else? And you know what? The even more mind-blowing part about this, you had somebody in your life, right? You had somebody's presence every single day. And when they no longer become present and you see them with somebody else, you want to throw a fit. You want to become possessive and obsessive, and you want to just ruin their life. Why? You didn't appreciate them when they were in your life. And now that you see them happy with another friend or with another person, you want to go feeling sorry for yourself. No. You're not able to do that. We as people aren't able to do that, because that definitely shows that for one, you aren't able to be alone and happy with yourself if you haven't already replaced them with somebody else that you can just have there. And for number two, like I said, you then realize when they're no longer there how much you should have appreciated them and how much you miss them. First off, it's probably what they used to do for you that you miss, because I mean, how could you possibly miss them when you had them? You didn't spend quality time with them. It's crazy. And listen, when I think about all the times when I would be, with a friend and we would just sit and watch TV and literally not speak a word, I try to really dissect the quote unquote friendship. We used to, I would do more than that, but on occasion, I can admit it is nice, just to chill with somebody and, talk to them randomly here and there when they are with you It is nice, but to do it all the time and to build a habit of just having a natural inclination to just have people there, it's crazy. It is really crazy. I can confidently say that I'm able to be by myself because I've always done it. I have a whole entire family now, but I can be alone. I don't have to require somebody in my presence all the time. Now, did I used to crave having somebody to talk to? Of course. Of course. But now, again, I can confidently say that it's been replaced with YouTube. So, YouTube, handshake, I appreciate you. And the person that may be watching this, hey, I give a handshake to you as well. Even though I'll never meet you or know you, having that natural inclination to wanting somebody there in my presence, that's gone away because when I do have that crave and I do have that yearn, I can go to YouTube. So you can do that as well. But listen, we got to do better. We got to do better as a human society. Don't just want somebody there. That's why I think that's another reason why if you're a person who have a bunch of people in your life and you don't even know half of them and you don't even like half of them and you just like the fact that you can reach out to them and you can get them to be wherever you're at, it's a shame, to be quite honest. It really is. I mean, maybe you need them for something. Maybe you're both helping one another, and I get it. But just to have them show up at your crib and just to sit there and and look at each other on your devices, on your phone, talking about, did you see this? Do you think this is fun? Man, forget all that. Like I said, get a cat. Ask your cat if it's funny. Apparently, with these trends, cats and animals, they're like humans. They're talking and hitting and doing all this other stuff. So get an animal. I'm being serious. Get an animal. Don't come to me when you're lonely. Don't come to me when you have a falling out in your relationship and you no longer have somebody there every single day. Get on with that. Get on with that. Dissect me. Get my wisdom. Help me help you. Let's learn. Let's grow. Let's laugh. Let's really look at life from each other's lenses. But don't waste my time by just being on your phone. I'm very selfish with my time because I know it's not time I can get back. And I actually know that one day I'm no longer going to be here. So I'm trying to make complete use of my time. I'm trying, okay? I say try. Do I want to sleep? Yes, of course. And do I waste my time doing stuff that doesn't benefit me? Yes, of course. I'm human. I want to do stuff that I enjoy, even though I don't get anything from it. Like I said, I like watching TV shows and all that other stuff too. But, if you're just going to, have me there and not even say a word, I'm not going to be in your life long. And probably going to go completely MIA, to be quite honest. Because what's there for me to continue to go back? Seriously. It's crazy because, you see all these people. I mean, they're not even in relationships, but you see all these single people with kids. Having somebody there, of course you're going to be clapping cheeks. Of course you're going to have some horizontal activity, and that may be all you have. And that's why there's so many people, there's so many single parents. I mean, when y'all were together, what did y'all do? Did y'all even laugh? Do y'all even know each other? No. I'm willing to bet no. Because when y'all were with each other, all y'all did was shake them sheets, shake them covers, and rock that bed. That's all. That's all y'all did. And that's why there's a child that's involved now and they didn't ask, but that's all y'all did. Just used each other for a quick fix and a baby came out of it. but y'all don't even know where each other's from. Y'all didn't even get to know each other, and you don't even know one another's parents. Like uh, it's really crazy. But all that exists out there because you're just having somebody there. You get reeled in because you see something in them that you like, right? And what you like, you don't even really know. And what I'm talking about is you get reeled in from attraction. We all do. We get reeled in with attraction. And then after that, you know what happens from there. You're shaking the sheets. And then once you shake the sheets and you get tired of it, and then you go on to the next. And you leave that person with the baby, and then you leave another person with the baby, and then you continue on with the cycle. But all the while, you don't even know the mother, you don't even know the father of that child. You're just hopping from one person to the next because you're not able to be alone, and you really don't even like a person. Their presence, you don't appreciate. You just want them there. And like I said, once you get tired of whatever you have them there for, and then there you go to the next person. I love this, y'all. I love this. I think I'm speaking somewhat intelligently because this is coming from experience. This is coming from reality that I'm around. That I am around. I'm talking about from people that I've cared about. I'm talking about through personal experience. I'm talking about what I see, what I hear every day. You might even be seeing this yourself from your device that you're on. You may literally be looking at it and you're so amused, but this is the life that you live. This is the life that you have. But you're watching it from your phone and you don't even realize it. This is what I love about myself, is that I may be doing something, but I'm going to acknowledge it and I'm going to realize it, especially when I'm not benefiting from it. I'm always going to realize what I'm doing. If it's not even bringing me any joy or happiness, good or bad, I'm going to realize it. But there's a lot of people out there that's doing stuff that they don't even realize, and they're just living a life of insanity every single day, doing it over and over, not getting Nathaniel from it. Is crazy. And I don't mean to laugh, but it is crazy. Hopefully, I set off a light in someone's mind. Hopefully, I set off a switch in somebody's life. And hopefully, we all can undo what we've done and what we're doing every single day. It's mind, muscle, spirit, motivation. Like, subscribe, share. Hey, the consistency in which I'm trying to talk about life and I'm trying to get better, hey, I'm going to continue to give. And hopefully I can build a whole nation of people who want to do better with their lives. Young, old, whatever. Until next time, y'all. Hey, we out here. Peace.